Welcome everybody to Game 6 of the Sid Tange National Ice Hockey Championship for males aged 18 and under. We've got South Australia, home team, to the away team, Australian Capital Territory. I'm Dawn Moore, and I've got with me tonight Rob Lucian, and the lineups for the teams tonight are: for South Australia, number 37, goaltender Zach Murphy. Number 47, goaltender Amelia Knott. Number 2, Ben McGraw. Number 10, Black Number 11, number 10, Blake Number 11, Mickey Noddle. Number 12, Lucas Gavin. Number 21, Yong Jin Song. Number 34, Jake Adams. Number 46, Dominic Tinka. Number 50, Gabriel Kudelka. Number 53, Scott Dewar. Number 66, Damon Von Einem. Number 68, Daniel Kudelka. Number 91, Nikita Loria. Number 97, Luca Loria. Coaches, George Loria and Sammy Mantier. Managers, Robert Kudelka and Kavita Kudelka. For Australian Capital Territory, number 34, goaltender Jared Murray. Number 1, goaltender Cameron Sargent. Number 2, Dylan Mabey. Number 4, Oliver Gilling. Number 6, Noah Harvey. Number 7, Rowan DeRoy. Number 8, Michael Politti. Number 14, Nicholas Panay. Number 21, Killian Venhorst. Number 24, Liam Waters. Number 25, Luke Tuckey. Number 28, Theodore Denny. Number 43, Bodie Matthew, who is no longer attending the tournament. He was seriously injured in an AIHL game prior and unfortunately could not attend. Number 75, Greg Chistiakov. Number 88, Alexander Sargent. And number 99, Will Waters. Coaches, Mike Sargent and Joel Davis. Manager, Tracy Hughes. I'd like to just circle back on something I said earlier. When I said 18 and under males, there is a rule in the book that females can play goaltender in this age group. They're not able to compete on the ice playing surface due to Ice Hockey Australia's determination of the checking power of the male players, but female goaltenders are allowed to play. So as I mentioned, number 47 goaltender Amelia Knott, you would know that name because she won the girls, the Boxall women's, a silver medal against Queensland just yesterday. Rob.
Yeah, that's right, Dawn. Interesting to see who gets the start. She may be starting. She's got the water bottle in her glove, so she could be getting the nod tonight for South Australia. A little bit of a pause in the lineup reading there, Dawn, for ACT.
I don't know what you're talking about there, Rob. I don't know what you're talking about. I was just making sure. We got twins, Will and Liam Waters on the team, and I just wanted to make sure that I got him. Will was a late addition due to Bodie Matthews' injury. So Will was a late addition, and the team lists were submitted before their reserve came in. And it's written in pen here on my sheet. It's got nothing to do with the fact that he's in 99.
Right, okay.
Right, yeah.
if you've been listening to Dawn and I, we've had a bit of a discussion about playing numbers, and there's a few players getting around in number 1, which is really interesting, and a little bit of a comment made about number 99 and the tradition around not wearing number 99, and sure enough, here we are with it's Will Waters, isn't it? That has
it is Will, I believe.
Wear number 99.
Yeah. So we've got Waters here in 64, and I thought that's Liam down there. I have learned how to tell them apart. Yeah, they are identical twins. Liam, I believe, is on forward there, but I'll confirm that because there is no 24 Waters. There's a 64 Waters. And Kudelka, Daniel, captain. He'll fire it. Now we do have number 1, Cameron Sargent, in as the starting goaltender for ACT, and Rob was correct that number 47, Amelia Knott, is the starting goaltender for SA. Luca Loria. He tips it to his brother Nikita Loria. Back to Luca Loria. And Benhorst will get that puck out. It's not quite get there. It's out now. SA will have to clear it. Nikita Loria. A big save by Cameron Sargent. He had an excellent game earlier today. I think it was versus Western Australia. It's fantastic. Nikita Loria, and that puck will be chipped out.
It's Loria trying the zone entry there. He's got great speed, great hands. And maybe there, got an active stick, got a stick on the puck, and deflected over the boards, but good defense there from ACT. And ACT will be looking to just, slow this high-flying SA team down, pucks out, dumping when they gain the red line, playing a really simple brand of hockey to try to contain them.
Kudelka send it back in. That's Gabriel Kudelka, who I believe is the younger brother. Back to Kudelka on the point. Here goes Panay. Panay moves it up to Chistiakov. Song. That's not out, so, oh no, linesman does say it's out, so ACT will have to clear it. And that's tipped forward by Jake Adams. ACT will get it. Panay moves it up to Chistiakov. Chistiakov battling with Von Einem. King, sorry, Ung, battling. Number 11, Mickey Noddle, play up from SA. He was the South Australian Decrease Championship best defenseman, and here he is playing defenseman for the Tange team tonight. Here goes Luke Tuckey. Nikita Loria. He's got very strong, powerful legs, Rob. And he doesn't get the shot away. Nice teal chip that up. Noddle across to Dewar. Dewar to McGraw. McGraw to Loria. Loria back to McGraw. Trinka's in front. McGraw to Trinka. Trinka firing. And that's a goal. And Cameron Sargent has a great pass from McGraw to Trinka.
Yeah, McGraw finding Trinka on mark there. He got some time and space in the slot. Very quick release, and Sargent didn't have much of an opportunity there to get the blocker on that one. And I had to look there very quickly. You don't see many goalies with the blocker on the left side, so we'll note that Sargent is wearing the glove on the right side and the blocker on the left.
We had Alexander Sargent on the wing, who I believe is younger brother to Cameron. And older Kudelka will pass it to Loria. Trinka, younger brother of the Trinka that plays for the AIHL as the goaltender for the Adelaide Adrenaline. Luca Loria, he's gotten very, very fast, Rob. And isn't chipped out by Waters. McGraw's shot saved by Sargent.
There's a fair few brother combinations in this game alone, isn't there, Dawn?
Well, let's see here. We got two Kudelkas, two Lorias. We got two Sargents.
Two Waters.
We've got two Waters. So yes, it's a lot of brothers in this team, in this game. Van Einem sends it into the corner. Song to Kudelka. Gabriel Kudelka. Van Einem. Chistiakov. He'll try to stick the puck there. Song has it. He's speedy. Very fast. He's got Ung with him. Jake Adams battling. Jake Adams comes up with it. He fires it, and that'll chip off the defenseman. There's number 99. And that'll be out. And Gabriel Kudelka will send it down the ice. Nikita Loria is coming up. Harvey. Here comes Panay. Tucky. Tucky gets past the big check there. Trinka. Gabriel Kudelka. He'll try to hit Loria, but it's too far, and that'll be icing. They waved that off. Rob, was it tipped?
No, that's Loria winning the race, Dawn.
Oh, he won the race. Let's see. Of course he did. Of course he did. Here goes Tucky. Tucky's got Politi with him. That'll be offside. They've got to clear it. Politi went just over. Denny and Tucky will clear it. Venhorst. Venhorst tips it out of the zone. Denny's going to get a penalty on that. He made no attempt to play the puck whatsoever there. I think charging. Kneeing.
Yeah, that's probably a bit of a take-your-pick one there, I think, Dawn. Like you mentioned, I mean, no intention to avoid that check. The puck was voluntarily gone, so the ACT player caught a little bit of the knee-on-knee there, which is always dangerous, and referees are probably encouraged to call that as a knee if they do see any sort of infraction like that, just to discourage it.
So I've got a bit of a story for you. I think I've worked something out here.
Can't wait.
So Will Waters was a very late addition, only days before the tournament due to that injury. As a reserve, he came up. Loria, big save by Sargent there. Now moving around the outside on this power play. Kudelka back to Luca Loria. To Kudelka. Kudelka fires it on through traffic. That's off the pad. Waters tries to get it out, bounces it off Sargent, and Sargent will get it out. So I can see on the back of Will Waters' jersey that it's a nameplate that's been added.
I see.
So Trinka up to Kudelka, Captain Kudelka, Daniel. Luca Loria fires it. Gavin. Nikita Loria. Nikita Loria fires it, and that's through the 5-hole. Sargent didn't get his stick or his legs down in time, so Nikita Loria, that'll be shots 8-0. Score is 2-0. That was a shorthanded goal. So number 28 will get out of the box for ACT. 8 minutes 26.
Yeah, just
left
persistence there from Loria, following that loose puck, and ending up sort of all by himself with the loose puck. He just fired it at the net, and shot just eluded Sargent low blocker side.
That puck will get back to Venhorst. He moves it up to number 6, Noah Harvey. Fired on by Venhorst. Oh, and fumbles it a little bit, but it goes to the side and not behind. Venhorst moves him off the puck. Excellent defense there by Venhorst. Venhorst lifts the stick. Song to Gabriel Kudelka. Kudelka passes it across. Song. Von Einem. Oh, that's taken off by Harvey. Harvey goes high and it hits Nott in the shoulder. That was an excellent attempt there by Harvey. Chris Chistikov's there. Harvey's in front. Chistikov fires. It's ticked off the defender. DeRoy. No arm up there. No arm up. I think Rob Love thought there was a little bit of a dive in that. Von Einem. He'll batter DeRoy. That's chipped by Adams. Panay, Trinka. Trinka's got Nikita Loria. Nikita Loria goes straight through everybody. Great save by Sargent. Sargent isn't a very big goalie at all, Rob, when we talk goalies at all for this age group, but he covers a lot of net.
Yeah, very quick goal.
Liam Waters sends the puck down. Noddle held the puck. He'll dump it into the corner. Trinka to Loria. And that puck's out. And Liam Waters will battle versus Scott Dewar. And he'll shove Dewar into Gilling. They're calling that icing. There won't be a change. No change for ACT. They'll have a face-off back in their zone.
No change. So at risk of boring our viewers and our listeners, let's draw a line under the number thing. We apparently
I just need to finish the story.
Oh,
I gotta finish it.
Okay,
You can see it's a spare jersey. It's a blood jersey.
It's a spare
It's
jersey.
a blood jersey, and
Okay.
they've just tacked on a W Waters thing. It looks like it might have been clipped off another previous jersey he had, and it's been sewn on. So I think had he chosen his own number, I'm not sure he would have chosen 99. So
Okay.
I think we'll give him a break.
All right. Do we have to explain why?
We don't have
It's
to
a
explain
point of
why. We're just
discussion?
gonna leave it.
Okay.
That's it. No more
Okay.
talking. All right.
Back to hockey.
Waters battling. Tucky's on the boards. That's chipped out by Jake Adams. He's got Ung with him. He's got Ung. He makes the pass. That's got off by Venhorst. And here goes Tuck. No, it's Gilling. Waters is there. He's got Tucky. He's got Gilling. He sends it down. I think that might be icing. No, it's been waved off. Venhorst can't keep it in on the line. Ung. Tucky with a great drop pass. And that's fired on by Oliver Gilling. Good battling by Gilling there. Great shot. Wow. But Amelia Knott had that. Good for her. And Daniel Kudelka, he's up the ice with Luca Loria. It's on Loria's stick. Loria fires at post. Hits post and bounces out. It goes all the way around. Trinka's going to set up here. SA are exceptionally fast, but Rob, I got to say ACT are battling hard. Tucky chips it out. The linesman's in the way. So Kudelka gets it. Loria, DeRoy, Loria. McGraw's on Tucky. Nikita Loria. He drops it back in the quarter for Trinka. Luca Loria. That's bounced down by defenseman. Nikita Loria up to Luca Loria. Over to Kudelka. Kudelka shoots it so high that it hits the netting and bounces back in.
You mentioned South Australia buzzing around, Don. We tend to see these players only once a year, maybe twice, depending if the visiting states come into New South Wales for a tournament or two. But just make a comment about the Lorias. Nikita's got super fast. He's always been fast, and Luke has grown.
Has he ever grown?
It's incredible.
Not that big the last time we saw him.
We only see them once a year.
A couple times.
Certainly changed.
Yeah. I think the last time I saw him was Lynch Cup for the Bantams.
Yeah.
He's gotten strong and he's gotten very, very
Incredible.
good. Yeah, incredible. Song will face off in ACT zone. 3 minute 50 left in period one. Scores 2-0 for SA over ACT. Shots are 9-2. We've got Waters behind the net. That's back checked and taken off of him. And Alexander Sargent, he'll send that puck down. I think it's going to be icing, that we won't be able to beat that. It is icing. SA will get fresh legs. ACT unable to. Trinkle face off against Gilling. Maybe. That'll get knocked back by Sargent. Waters on the boards. ACT get that puck out. It's not icing. Dewar checks over his shoulder. He sees he's got Sargent. He taps it up to McGraw. McGraw can't get up to Trinka. Here comes Loria. Fired a rocket, but high. I don't know how you get that much acceleration off a stick, Rob. Here comes Tucky. Tucky, Dewar backs away. Tucky takes the shot and not collects that.
Lots of flex.
Lots of flex.
Lots of flex.
Incredible in flex. He's got one of these white sticks that a few of the SA players we've noticed have been. These white sticks are called Next Level. A few of them, unfortunately, did break in last night's game. We did see that, but, you know, so a lot of non-white sticks broke as well. There's a lot of sticks being broken at Tange. But, I mean, if that's how hard you can hit a shot with one of those sticks, here's a plug for Next Level. That was a rocket. SA will break it out of the zone. Song, he looks for the pass, but number 10 didn't chase in. Blake Ung, he wasn't chasing him with a stick on the ice. Song, there's Ung. This time, no, doesn't get there. Van Horst, and that'll be held by Sargent.
ACT going very well.
Exceptionally well.
Made a couple of comments earlier. I mean, they've only, they've limited the South Australia side to 9 shots on, which is fantastic. Look, possession's a little bit lopsided, but what that tells me is they're being aggressive. They're defending well. Their system, defensive zone system, is good. They're keeping SA on the outside, and great to them.
That's fantastic. It's great to see. Harvey. McGraw will go around. Kudelka's on the boards. Kudelka keeps it in. And he'll send that around to Nikita Loria. Loria. Kudelka. Across to Luca Loria. Saved by Sargent. Battling in the corner there. That comes out, and that puck's out. That's not going to get all the way down for icing. Some pressure from Panay and Harvey. They went a little bit deep on their forecheck there. Here comes Luca Loria. Back to McGraw. McGraw shoots. Sargent saves it. Big collision in the middle there between him and Panay. SA will wrap that around, get it all the way down to ACT zone. Van Horst. Jake gets away from Jake Adams. He moves that up to Panay. It's chipped up by Song. Ung has it. He stays on side. Adams loses it to Gilling. Sargent. Puck's kept in. Cameron Sargent. Oh, that was a bit of a late hit, absolutely, every day. Really unnecessary there. That's Ung going for exceptionally, they're going to call it boarding. Boarding, late hit, either one of those.
A good call by Hayden Rogers, two veteran AIHL officials working this one, Hayden Rogers and Rob Love. Rogers from New South Wales and Rob Love in from Melbourne. Great call there by Rogers. Absolutely, all day, every day. Absolutely,
every day. And sorry to the audience, I did fail to advise people who the referees were, but the linesmen are also Casper Russell-Huber and Isabella Russell. Maybe takes the puck off on the back check. Tucky can't get the shot away. Sorry, Chistiakov. Knocked back in, and that's game. That seemed like a fast period, Rob. That seemed like a really fast period.
After our last game, it was a very fast period.
Very fast period. So
now Dawn, just a really quick question. Now Chistiakov, number 75 for ACT, is he a natural defenseman?
Chistiakov is a defenseman.
Yeah, playing forward for ACT in this tournament, and wearing an A, which is fantastic.
Both teams here have got pool players. So, I've mentioned this before, but I'll say it again for the audience, that when teams have too many players and they hold tryouts and teams players are cut or they're made reserves, as long as they try out, they can then go into the player pool for states that require players. So for Tange this year, both South Australia and Australian Capital Territory required pool players. So for South Australia, Ben McGraw is from New South Wales. Jake Adams is from New South Wales. Scott Dewar is from New South Wales. And for Australian Capital Territory, Dylan Mabey's from WA, Oliver Gillings from New South Wales, Nicholas Panay is from New South Wales, Killian Venhorst is from New South Wales, Liam Waters is from New South Wales, Luke Tuckey's from New South Wales, Greg Chistiakoff is from New South Wales, and Will Waters is from New South Wales. The requirement is that the state must have a majority of players. They must have approximately 60%. They need to have at least 60%, not just 50, but they must have 60% of the players come from their own state, and then they can ask for pool players. So it's great to see ACT strengthened in such a close game. So, we've got a minute 37 left in the penalty. And that was that big hit from Ong on Venhorst. So let's see what ACT can do here on the power play. All right, we're underway for period 2. Harvey will move the puck. Bit of check there. He's all right. Clean check.
Not in Rob Love's mind.
Not in Rob Love's mind. Okay. All right. I think I forgot about the four-man system there, and I looked over at Hayden Rogers, and I didn't see an arm go up, and I forgot about Rob Love, that they do four-man for the Tange tournament.
They do, and Trinka's off to the box, and Trinka probably agrees with you.
Yep.
But the only opinion that matters right now is official Rob Love. He's calling this boarding. Look, it was 50-50. I had a pretty good view of it. I would support a no call there, and I'm also supporting a call on it, so I'm going to sit on the fence, which I don't normally do, but I am on this one.
Okay. 5-on-3. It'll be 5-on-3 only till the puck drops, because that penalty had expired during the break, or at the break. And so it's 5-on-3. ACT get a shot away. The fourth player goes to the net. SA Ben McGraw will dump out. Panay, he'll move it up to Harvey. That's dumped in by Kudelka. Harvey. Chistiakov, he'll carry it in backwards. That's legal. You're allowed to carry the puck in backwards, and it's not offside. Kudelka. Kudelka wasting time. He's got a minute 32 left on the penalty kill here. ACT need this puck. SA will ice it. No icing because of the penalty. Big, long pass to Panay. Good pass up to Sargent. Sargent has a shot into the corner. ACT go for the line change. 1 minute left on their penalty kill, and SA will clear it.
ACT can just stand to be a bit more aggressive on the forecheck here, Don, when the puck's in the other end. They need 2 on that puck, not just 1 on the power play.
Liam Waters, he loses the puck to Nikita Loria. ACT are all over Nikita Loria. They can't forget Ung in front of the net. Venhorst has him. Loria, Von Einem. And that's gloved by Cameron Sargent. 29 seconds left in the penalty to Trinka from South Australia. Period 2, 13-15 remaining. Shots on goal are 12-3 for SA, and SA are winning 2-0. a little conversation here. I'm not sure what's going on.
Something happening at the bench, I think.
Something happening at the bench. That's okay.
Delay.
Looks like we're back now. Van Horst. Van Horst tries to get out, puts it on Lauria's stick. Lauria fires it, and Sargent saves it.
And Sargent, you pointed out, not an overly big goalie, but very technically sound and plays the angles really well. Gets out of the net, gets off the goal line, and squares up to the shooter. You saw that there on the shot from Lauria. It was easily handled just due to good positioning.
Chistyakov. I'll tap it back to the defense. And a little bit of an accident there. Chistyakov, he's got Harvey. Chistyakov hits the post. It's behind. It's behind Knott, and ACT can't get there. It was sitting behind Knott, and ACT, had they got their stick on it, was there for the taking. Lauria will come all the way back down, and saved by Sargent. That was a great shot by Chistyakov. He just missed post. That's dumped in by Dewar. That's kept in on the line by Trinka. And we're going to have a penalty there on Chistyakov, I think.
Trip or a knee, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knee. Another knee. He did stick his leg out there.
He did.
Yeah.
And look, that's, again, not malicious. That's just Lauria, the speed of Lauria, forcing just an awkward challenge by Chistyakov there. And, I don't know, you probably haven't seen two kneeing calls in the same game in a while.
I haven't seen a kneeing call in a long. Honestly, it's not at all. It's really not a common call, is it?
No, it's not at all. We've had two in 10 minutes of hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. ACT have to be pretty happy with how they're playing here, but they do go on the penalty kill now, and South Australia, they're pretty deadly on their power play. So that's saved by Sargent, and Chistyakov will send it down the ice. There goes Gilling. Gilling's going to chase hard. He needs to get back just as hard. The ACT are on the penalty kill. They're keeping it in SA zone. ACT have it, Kudelka. And that's a goal. We've got a goal by Oliver Gilling. That's a short-handed goal for ACT. Absolute battling in the corner, and, puck's out right onto Gilling, and Gilling didn't panic, roofed it. Didn't shoot it into the goalie, roofed it. ACT have to be exceptionally happy with that. That makes it 2-1. It's period 2. There's 11:41 left. Shots are 15-4 for SA, but the score is 2-1 for SA. He's been standing on his head, Sargent. Here it goes back down the other ice. Gilling, he wants another one. It's still a shorthanded goal. It's still shorthanded because they scored. So, minute 16 left in the penalty for Chistyakov for kneeing. Van Horst. Van Horst playing up high on the PK. Not playing D. That puck does not get out. It's held on the line by Kudelka. Kudelka to Lauria. Lauria loses it. Lauria to Kudelka. Lauria to Luca Lauria. Sorry, Kudelka to Luca Lauria. Big shot, and the Sargent doesn't have his stick. He needs a stick. That was a fantastic save without a stick there. And Lauria again, he's got a stick now. Nikita Lauria. Kudelka. Kudelka to Nikita Lauria. Nikita Lauria to Luca Lauria. Luca Lauria, Kudelka. Kudelka hits Sargent in the face. He looks a little bit rattled there. He's being asked if he's okay by the ref. Lauria to other Lauria. And that'll tip in. He's lost his... He needs a timeout. Cameron Sargent needs a timeout. He was hit in the face cage there, and he didn't get the call. The ref didn't blow the whistle. He was shaking his head. He looked shook up. He'd lost his stick.
Yeah, it was a really tricky one there. I was watching Rob Love through that whole passage. He was talking to Sargent, saying, all right, and Sargent didn't kind of indicate one way or another. Sometimes it's maybe, in the goalie's interest there to
say he needs a stoppage.
Yeah, he needs a stoppage.
It was such a flurry. It was a power play.
Just unlucky the way that developed, and it's in all these kids' minds that I got to keep going. So in that case, there, Sargent, that's what he wanted to do, but in hindsight, with a lot of hindsight now.
Yeah. That's okay. ACT are still going. Harvey. It's back to Gabriel Kudelka. William Waters. Passes it. That gets into SA's zone. Ung dumps it into the corner. Dylan Mabey there. Panay. Adams. Ben McGraw. Will Waters has it. He's going to try and get this puck out. It's got Panay. He needs some help. Chistiakov's a bit far. Panay will rim it around. He needs Harvey to chase for it. SA will try and get that out. They do. Ben McGraw. McGraw to Will Waters. Will Waters to Chistiakov. Chistiakov. Tapped up by Maybe. Waters sent in. That'll be offside. ACT have to clear it. Here comes Dewar. Dewar will skate it all the way through. He'll fire hard, and Sargent will save that. I actually don't mind Chistiakov on forward, Rob.
I don't mind Chistiakov on forward. I mean, he's a very, very big boy. He's a strong skater, well balanced. Can move the puck, and he looks good. He looks good on forward.
When it came down to it this year, New South Wales had too many defensemen. It's not a common problem. It's not a problem around Australia. Australia's got a problem getting enough defensemen, and New South Wales had a tremendous amount of defensemen. That puck's out behind the ACT goalie.
It just happens.
And Chistiakov's he's great. He's a great defenseman, but he was the last pick. He was reserve, so he was first reserve for New South Wales. And when ACT reached out for players, he chose to take up that position so he would, could get some games. And he's playing very well.
Absolutely.
Here comes Gilling, the point scorer. He's up against the defenseman Noddle. He dives to try and get it across to Liam Waters. Here goes Noddle. Noddle's got Nikita Loria. And a big goal from Trinka there. Big goal. I think I just snuck past Sargent's leg there.
It was a quality release, wasn't it?
It was a quality release. He was left there in the center. Look, he comes in behind there, and both defensemen were watching the goal. So if you watch the replay here, you can see both defensemen are watching the puck and not the player.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sargent had to actually guard against Loria just going out, taking that puck to the net himself. So he had to hug the post a bit long, and that gave just enough time for Trinka to find that far corner.
That's covered by Sargent. I generally like to, when I'm doing Tange games, do a bit of a shout out to anybody that's playing AI. I know Kudelka's playing AIHL. We saw a game with him playing this year when we came to watch the North Stars. Does any of the Lawyers play, or do you know if there's any other players on SA here? I know
one of the Lawyers got his first game with Adelaide just recently. I saw a post, so okay. I'm not sure which one. I'm not going to go out on
I don't think Luke was old enough.
Okay.
I think I'm not entirely sure, but I could be wrong.
Scott Dewar's played a few AIHL games for the Rhinos.
Scott Dewar played for the Rhinos, yeah. So we got Will Waters in the corner. He finds Tucky. Tucky's going to skate it. There's Politi there. It's brought back down by Daniel Kudelka. Battle in the corner there. Dylan Maybe from WA, he's spun around there. Kudelka. Paleedy's playing on him. He's going to try and get that puck out. And Tucky almost gets that out. And McGraw spins, misses wide.
He's gone to Michigan.
He's gone to Michigan. Oh dear. Where did the puck end up? Did it hit out?
I don't know. It didn't end up in the net. I know that. It probably ended up in the mesh. You mentioned Maybe. Now is he from WA? So is he player
He went
pool?
into the player pool from WA. Yep, that's
sure
right.
You mentioned him. So he's got an older brother as well.
Braden. Yeah.
He's a national team player.
Yeah, that's right. He is a national team player. We got a warning to SA, so that's their first warning. All right. That gets out. ACT get that out. Ben Einem. He'll take it around the net. He's got Chistyakov there. Almost had Harvey, almost had that puck there. Payne tries to slide it under Gabriel Kudelka. They're saying that's offside. The puck's come out. Payne hasn't heard. That's okay. SA's going to clear the zone. Here comes Song. Song's got Trinka. Trinka to Nikita Loria. Nikita Loria misses wide. Loria. Get past there. Hard shot. He misses wide. And that'll wrap all the way around far post. There's Luca Loria taken off him by Harvey. Chistiakov's there. Chistiakov. He's got Harvey. Harvey just doesn't get it past. Not. Puck's at the feet. They're battling it. Panay. Harvey. Chistiakov. He goes for the check, but he misses Luca Loria. Trinka fires it hard to Sargent. And again on Sargent. That's sent out by Venhorst. Kept in by Loria. Venhorst will stop that. Venhorst. Ooh, there's a bit of interference there, but no call. Ung to Gavin. Gavin to 11 to Luca Loria. Gavin. He's got McGraw with him. Let's skate around. He spins it around, and McGraw was on the empty net there, but he couldn't get control. Luca Luria to Noddle. Panay chips it up. Oh, and Gavin gets it back. It was such an opportunity for ACT there, but Gavin, Noddle, managed to get that puck back. DeRoy. Ung wins that puck. That'll go high. The coach just said the next person did he say to shoot it over the net? It's going to sit on the bench?
I think he did.
Yeah, next person to shoot that
not happy.
Not happy. So shoot high again. He says you're on the bench. That was the SA coach, obviously. And Nikita Loria knocks that puck out. Kudelka. Actually offside there, I think, Rob, on the change. And Sargent.
Well, a lot happening in that passage of play, Dawn.
Yeah,
Puck's over the net. Ben McGraw with a sitter on the back door there. Just puck rolls over his stick.
Yep.
Harvey with a chance up at the other end would like to have that back.
I think so.
The end result is 3:59 here in the second period left with South Australia still leading 4-1.
Shots are 24-4 in favor of South Australia. Tucky with the face-off there. That'll be held.
And Don, you mentioned the player pool a couple of times, and it's fantastic that these players have made themselves available. One, they could just not bother, and so that they're available is great. And it also props up these teams to be able to actually have a team in this tournament.
And that's held by Sargent. Yes, there is minimum numbers. You need 13 and a goalie to attend. So if you don't have 13, you hope that players go into the pool.
So the ACT haven't had a team in a few of these.
It has been
events,
many years since I've seen a team in Ginsburg. Poxel, they had one recently. I think a couple years ago they might have had De Vries or Ginsburg. And so it's great to see them back in all 4 championships this year.
Absolutely.
Harvey puts it on Nautil's stick. Nautil fires. That'll be held by Sargent. He's faced 26 shots in 2 periods.
Conversation going on there between
the ref and Harvey.
Rob Love and Harvey, the captain of ACT.
I wonder if Harvey thought maybe he got boarded down there in the corner potentially.
Possibly.
Yeah. Gillings will win that back. Will Waters. Will. Maybe. That gets sent out. I don't think it was tipped. No, they're calling icing. And that'll come all the way back down into ACT's and no change.
Face off back in the defending zone of ACT to the right side of Sargent with 3:22 left in the first period. Sorry, second period.
Second period.
Oh, that's awesome.
You don't want to go home.
Oh, I want to go home so bad.
No, it's
After
been a
this
long
awesome
day.
hockey
Yeah,
game.
it's been a long day. No, it is the second period. It's 3:18 in the second period. There'll be an ice clean after this period. That's going to rim all the... rims around and hits. It's a bit of steel there. Bounces back in to SA's delight. It's on Jake Adams' stick. He puts it in front. Ung can't get it. Gabriel Kudelka bounces and lets it out. Nautil to Gavin. Gavin has his feet taken out, and Hayden Rogers is going to call that. And that'll be Gilling going to the net for ACT. So ACT is going to go on the PK again, which is unfortunate for them. They're playing so well, and this is going to tire them out. It's 2 minutes they don't have to get down to the other end of the ice to try and score a goal here.
Yeah, they'll be just looking to get out of this period, I think, unscathed with the score the way it is right now, down 4-1.
Face-off won by Trinka to Luca Loria. Kudelka to Nikita Loria. Hits Venhorst's shin pad. Trinka to Kudelka, Daniel Kudelka to Luca Loria. Luca Loria sends it in, but DeRoy will knock that out. Daniel Kudelka. Over to Luca Loria. Back to Daniel Kudelka. To Nikita Loria. He'll fire it. That's saved by Sargent. Tucky, he'll try to get that puck out. He was going to ice it, but he just found on it. Kudelka fires it in. That's tipped and goes wide of the net. Luca Loria. And that puck's out. Much to ACT's relief, that puck's out. 59 seconds left in the penalty to ACT. Daniel Kudelka, he'll carry it in. They'll set up in the zone. Back to Song. Song to Nikita Loria. And Sargent will cover that. Minute 37 left in period through. 43 seconds left in the penalty to ACT.
And that pass over to Nikita Loria just couldn't find the handle on it cleanly. And as a result, it just threw the timing off on his shot. Only got a weak shot away that Sargent easily handled.
Dewar across to Einam. Dan Einam. And ACT. Here goes Harvey. Harvey's going to get. Is he going to get the shot away? He doesn't. But Alexander Sargent does, but he hits Harvey. ACT battle back down the ice. Von Einam on net. And that's under the goalie. Goalie gets up. He's taken a little bit of offense there to coming and chipping away at him.
Cooler heads prevail. That's always nice to see.
Always nice to see. 14 seconds left in ACT's penalty. Gabriel Kudelka to Dewar. Gabriel Kudelka fires it, and that will be a deflection, I think. We might see on the replay, someone might have been in the front, and maybe it might have bounced down. Let's have a look at the replay here.
Yeah, that might have been tipped by the South Australian forward there, number 10, possibly.
I believe it was, yeah, potentially. Might have gone to McGraw, actually. It looked like it would have been, I think that there was a little tip in front that might have brought it over to McGraw. I'm not sure. Good save there by Sargent.
There's a replay on that last rush. That's just on going in with the shot. Sharp angle, easily handled by Sargent with 51 seconds here in the second period.
Gabriel Kudelka. Kudelka to Loria. Loria to Song. Song to Loria. Loria to Noddle. Noddle keeps it in. And Song finds Katrinka, but he couldn't put it on his stick properly. 25 seconds left. That puck will be out. SA need to clear the zone. There's Makita Loria. Makita Loria fires it, and that goes up and in the netting off of Sargent. 10 seconds left. 10:99 on the clock on the wall, 11:01 I think on the clock above. I think there's a little bit of discrepancy, and that did cause a slight issue yesterday. So teams have been asking, because there can be a bit of discrepancy, and when that comes down to penalties, it teams are like, hang on, that says there's 2 seconds and that says there's 0. So for any of the teams that are playing in the tournament that are listening, you always go by the clock on the wall. That's what the referees go on, is the clock on the wall.
Well, there you go. I was going to ask that question. So which one do we use, Dawn? But
yeah. Like I said, there was
a
a concern yesterday from a coach, and we were actually commentating at the time, Rob, and we didn't know what they were talking about. It went on and on and on, and what it was the referees and the coaches understanding that there's just this slight lag. It catches up to itself sometimes, just a slight lag on the Jumbotron. That all coaches and all referees are to look onto the clock on the wall. That's the official clock. Oh, the media team have just said, do I want the technical description? Well, I think the viewers at home want to know, Michael. Well, that is very clever. So there's a camera that reads the numbers on the clock and then puts it up onto the Jumbotron. So there's that slight latency of under a second, just under a second. Thank you for that, Michael. The viewers are enthralled, I'm sure, as are we.
I'm enlightened, and look, let's just take that opportunity before we duck out for a break to acknowledge the efforts of Fox Media here over the past 9 days, and 7 days so far, 3 more to go. So Michael and his team, they're amazing. Camera operators and always someone down in the booth that's feeding us great information, replays, and hope the live stream at home is you're enjoying it. It's all on his team, and
well done.
We benefit from their efforts. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, and well done to
Michael
Fox Media. Thank you. All right, we'll be back after the ice cream. Welcome back to period 3 of the Sid Tange National Championship. We've got SA leading ACT 5-1. It's really, really interesting, actually. The shots are 31-4 for SA. It's 5-1 for SA, but ACT have been playing really, really, really well, and it doesn't seem like a 31-4 shot game. So we'll see what the third period throws up here. Song, he's got Loria. He shoots, saved by Sargent. Gilling. ACT trying to get the puck out here. SA come up with it. Sargent behind the net. Trinka. Trinka gets it in deep. Here comes Chistiakov. Sorry. That's not Chistiakov. That's maybe. Big collision. There's going to be a penalty. Is that Gilling again, or is it the red? Is it ACT getting it?
Oh, come on. It's a third kneeing penalty, Dawn.
Is it really? It's a third kneeing penalty in the same game on Mickey Noddle. So SA and ACT will go to the power play. They'll have a face-off in SA's end. Chistiakov calls for the right side of Amelia Knott.
Referee Rogers reviewed that clause in the IHF rulebook thoroughly before the game, I'd say.
I think so.
Either way, it was a penalty, whatever he was going to call it.
To Waters. Waters fires it wide. Chistiakov can't get it for the redirect. Venhorst, he'll send it in. That's high sticked by ACT. We're going to get a whistle. No one saw that.
All missed it.
Okay, four officials on the ice and no one saw that high stick. Panay dumps it in. That'll come around to Harvey. Harvey needs to get it back the other direction because SA do manage to chip it out. Here goes Gavin. He's flying. Here comes across. And that's saved by Cameron. Almost a shorty there by Gavin, but saved by Cameron Sargent. Here goes Chistiakov on Gabriel Kudelka. He bounces it back. Harvey to Panay. Gets across to Harvey. Oh, tries to tip it across to Chistiakov, but Ung is there. Sargent tries to clear it. It goes to Song. And Song tries to hit Ung with a one-timer, but didn't happen. Chistiakov to Harvey. Heads up is right. Dewar stepped out of the box there. Harvey into the boards by Kudelka. Kudelka sends it down, but Chistiakov gets a bit on it. Chistiakov. Venhorst. Venhorst gets the puck back. And Nikita Loria has the puck. He moves it through the legs of Maybe. Swings around. He's got Trinka. He's got Dewar. And Dewar that's out. That's out. SA will have to clear it. They do. Whipped back in by Trinka. 5 seconds left on the SA penalty. 12-10 left in the period. The penalty has expired. It's 5-on-5 hockey. Here comes Dewar. It's fired out by ACT. Trinka. Trinka to Luca Loria. Luca Loria. Dewar. Maybe. Will Waters moves that up to Alexander Sargent. Sargent tips it in. Here comes Gilling. Let's see. Dewar fires it. I'm not sure why. And maybe he knows that Ung is faster than all of them. Ung to Song. Adams to Ung. Adams out to Kudelka. Here goes Tucky. Tucky can't keep it on his stick. It's taken off him by Gabriel Kudelka. He's fast, Rob. Wow. Gabriel Kudelka to Ung. Ung. Post. Up to Adams. Adams can't collect it. Maybe. Maybe he's looking for some support. SA have it back. And Trinka. Tucky will rim it around. Panay. Kudelka's on the board. Kudelka to Noddle. Noddle fires it. Adams is there. Kudelka, Adams. Gavin. Panay's battling. There's Chistiakov back on the ice. He'll rim it around. There's Gilling. He'll attempt to chip it back. Nikita Loria up to Trinka. Chistiakov, good back check there. Puck goes to Gilling. He's got Denny with him. Gilling will tap it down. Harvey will get there first, no ice. There's nobody there, but there's Chistikov. He'll fire it on Knott. Big collision behind the net. Here goes Luca Loria up to Nikita Loria. That Song fires, and that goes through Sargent. Sargent's concerned. He's talking to somebody. I'm not sure what the concern is. He's got this quizzical look on his face. He's pointing at both ref and linesman there. They've shook their head. They're talking to the bench. Robert Love's talking to the bench. So you're thinking offside? I'm not sure there, but I thought Love was talking to the bench. Sorry, he's talking to the officials. So I'm not sure what was the confusion there, but it's 6-1 now for SA. Shots 33-5. What I will say this, Rob, is this is an exciting game. Like I've been really impressed and excited by the movement back and forth on this game. The goals, the shots don't reflect how end-to-end this game actually has been.
Absolutely, very offensive-minded players in this one. Not overly physical. Fast game, like you said. Both sides have quick players.
Lucas Gavin, he's fast, and that'll get knocked out by Sargent. That's going to be icing. Rob Love's still talking to the bench about that goal. I'd love to know what's being said, because I'm just trying to figure out what could be going on there. Maybe. Gloria. Maybe. Waters will get that out. Liam Waters will get that out. Chistiakov's on D on the PK here. Gabriel Kudelka will take it down. Maybe. He'll chip it into the netting.
Yeah, right idea, Don. The puck just rolled on him at the last minute, maybe just going for the dump in off the glass. He was going to follow that up, but the last second it just rolled up on his stick, and as a result, up over the glass here at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium.
Face off in the neutral zone. Panay will take that. That's one backwards by Ung. Devine. Will Waters. Harvey. Panay. Venhorst. He'll get that up to Gilling. Gilling will chip and chase. Noddle gets it back to Gavin. Big hit by Gilling. Harvey tries to keep it in. Gilling. Harvey. Devine, he still got it. And Cameron Sargent, he must be exhausted. He must be exhausted. They're putting the other goalie in. Rob, he had that shot. It was just sitting there on his pads. He just looked down at it. He just let it sit there and just looked down at it and just trickled in, and that allowed a second tap in there. If we have a look at the replay, we've already watched the replay.
He's had a big night, Dawn.
He's had a
35
huge
shots,
night.
and they weren't just any shots. I mean, they're pumping pucks at him, and it's a tough position. He's had a long couple of days actually. So credit to him for sticking in there, and he gets 6 minutes off tonight to regroup.
So we put number 34, Jared Murray, in the net. He'll play the last 6:21 of the period here. Luca Loria, he does do a Michigan. He does do a Michigan.
That's Luca. That's the
defenseman of younger
Loria
brother. Yeah, he does do a Michigan, and he gets it. And I think that'll make it 8-1. Let's look at the replay here. Yeah, just a defenseman out of the way here. The defenseman out of the position. You can see the defenseman gets sucked in there. He leaves his post, and what a shot.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't know what to say. I know how you feel about the Michigan, but hey, it went in, and it was pretty good looking goal.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a bit old school, so
Old or old school?
Well, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Nikita Loria, he's going to charge down the ice. He had a failed Michigan earlier in the game. His brother scored one. Loria is playing with the puck quite a bit, and bouncing there, he doesn't get it in. He's got a mission here. He's not passing the puck. Big shot in from Dewar, doesn't reach the net. The size of Murray, Rob. That's a big goalie.
Big players on both these teams.
And here goes to Rui. He gets the puck passed. Song. It's tapped forward by Harvey. And Waters knocks it off his skate. Devine. And that goes into Murray, and that's a great save by Murray.
Great save by Murray, coming in cold. Cut down the angle well, held his post, and covered up the rebound. So that's good for him. He's getting some action here in the last 6 minutes.
Here goes Harvey. Oh no, a pass, great save by Murray. A pass from Will Waters. D to Venhorst he wished he had that one back, I think, Rob.
Yeah, that's just a bit of a loose pass there by Waters.
Loose pass tipped off, and yes, excellent save there by Murray.
Waters will be giving Murray a little bit of pat on the back for that one, I think, after the game.
So, yeah. That puck's doesn't get out. That's kept in by Von Einem. Devine. Chistiakov back on D, I think, but he's going to join the rush here. He's got it. Puck still. He's looking for somebody. Harvey. Oh, and the wraparound, and shot from Harvey. Ben McGraw. He's held up by Chistiakov. Panay. Chistiakov will take it back into the zone. 3 minutes 58 left in the third period. Chistiakov. Maybe. Can't move it up. So Nikita Loria has it. He doesn't get the shot away. Gavin. Sorry, Gilling. Panahi. Bit of a scrum in front, maybe. Loria gets it off of maybe. Song. Dewar's calling for the puck. Goes back to Von Einem. Big shot and save from Jared Murray. So that was Trinket to Dewar. Great shot there. Great save.
Yeah, good puck movement there from South Australia. Dewar calling for the puck. Good shot on. I was interested in the little bit of coaching from SA, trying to get Sammy Mantier, the coach, was trying to get Mickey Noddle to break in and be that cross-ice option. So Mickey Noddle's playing defense in this game. Don yesterday played forward. Play up from the South Australia DeFries team, as you mentioned.
Yeah, top defenseman. Loria fires it. Big save by Murray, and he gathers it in. He's doing very well. Got a bit of a line change here. There's a lot of players on the ice. The line's been slow line change. Puck is back to Luca Loria. Another big save by Murray. Scrum in the corner. That puck's out. Goes to Loria. Here goes Venhorst. Venhorst will chip it out. Tucky. Tucky's down. Get up, Tucky. Gavin. Gavin. He's still got it. He throws it in front. Puck's loose. Venhorst, that'll get out. ACT will chase. Denny. Denny's got it in. There's a big check. Noddle takes a forward position. Spins around. And that's stopped by Waters. Waters to Tucky. Tucky. He'll go for a line change. Dewar's back there. Interesting stat here, Rob. Scott Dewar didn't start skating until he was 15 years old.
He's going very well.
He's going very well. Played for the Rhinos, playing in Tange here. Dewar, he's got it now. He fires it on. Hits the defenseman. Tip up there. Chistiakov's got it. What's not going to do with it? She's going to cover it up. A little bit too far. Right idea. Right idea.
And Dewar just, you mentioned him, and look, he's here at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium probably more than the rink manager and Zamboni driver. He's here in the mornings.
He used to be. He now works a 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. job.
He must be coming after work then.
Yeah, possibly, but he's tried, like I said, he put his first pair of skates on at the age of 14, only started playing at 15. He's 18 years old, just come out of Tange, last year of Tange here, and playing exceptionally well for 3 years in skates. Tucky, there's Denny, he doesn't get it up to Denny. Minute 13 left, and that's an ice from SA. No, Loria gets there first. Gavin will fire it. The goalie falls. It just threw out in front there and bounced off, and Murray fell down and left the net wide open. It's, it is a play. You see that they keep icing that puck, and they know they can. Most teams can ice the puck over and over and over because, well, it'll be icing. But it's SA know that Loria in particular is so exceptionally fast that he will almost beat them every single time. Gavin. And that hits the side of the net. Gavin to Gabriel Kudelka. That's gone into the corner. 50 seconds left in the period. 9-1 AC to SA. And that's saved by Jared Murray.
Well, Murray's been impressive in this 6
Yes,
minutes of work.
Yeah, so I think I'm in about the 8-minute mark, 6 or 8 minute mark, and yeah, he's done well. And ACT are still battling. It's been a really exciting game. And Loria, that'll hit a bit of steel and stay in instead of ring out. Will Waters, he's battling the corner with Droy. Alexander Sargent tries to get it out, kept in by Von Einem. Loria will drop it for Van Einem. Into the corner for Trinka. Model's playing forward. Von Einem sends it in, almost a tip by Song. 7 seconds. And that puck will be sent down the ice. No icing. Song sent that 1-0, and that's game. And so we finished the game 9-1. 44-6 for the shots, Rob. Like 44-6. It doesn't feel like that. It was an exceptionally exciting end-to-end game.
Yeah,
I'm literally gobsmacked by 44-6, but you know, good on the ACT goalies and good on the ACT team. You know, they've got to feel good about that. The scoreline doesn't reflect.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'll be pretty happy with that, and you know that this team has got better. They're going to continue to get better. They wouldn't have even had too many practices together, would they, Don? Given how many pool players they've had. So, you know, while these other teams are pretty well polished entering the tournament, ACT is just bringing these players together from all over the place. And they've certainly got better from game 1 to game 2.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if the New South Wales players actually, you know, did play with or practice. I don't know how many practices they had. I don't know if they drove down. So even better, even more shout out to them for the fact that you know, 40% of the team weren't there. So. All right, well, that's that, 9-1, SA over ACT. We'll be back in the morning, and everybody enjoy your night. That's us for now.